Good morning. My name is Katarla, and we're live at the CGIAR booth at COP23. I'm with Daniel Jimenez and Julian Ramirez of CIAT, which is the International Center for Tropical Agriculture. So I'm going to put the first question to you, Julian. Tell me a bit about the research that you are working on.
So we do research on climate adaptation, basically. We do participatory action research. We also work on big data analytics, and we work on kind of modeling the climate, modeling crops.
Okay, great. So why is it important to include agriculture in the discussion at COP23?
So agriculture is one of the main contributors to greenhouse emissions. The estimated emissions from agriculture about 14% of global emissions. Then also agriculture is vulnerable to climate. So agriculture depends directly on weather and climate. And so if climate changes, of course, agriculture is going to be impacted, and we need to adapt. Similarly, food security is highly dependent on agriculture. And so if agriculture is affected, then food security might be affected. So food access, food availability, food stability, food utilization, all of those components of food security might be affected if climate changes.
Okay. So in October, your project on climate services in Latin America won the UN Momentum for Change Award in the ICT category. Congratulations. Can you tell me a bit more about that project?
Yeah, so thank you. We are working with farmers and farmers organizations in Colombia and Honduras mainly right now to basically collect information about the climate and the crops. What is the climate like, and what's the climate, how is the climate affecting crops? Then analyze that information in order to provide advice to farmers as to whether they should plant. So are conditions good enough for planting? What they should plant, what varieties, what crops they should plant, and then also when they should plant. So what should be the ideal planting season? Okay,
great, thank you. So now, Daniel, I'll turn it to you. How many farmers have been reached by the project, and what is the benefit for them?
Approximately 300,000 farmers, and of course the benefit for them is, as Julian was saying, we're supporting farmers in order to make more informed decisions on where to grow, what to grow, and how. So that's mostly the benefits that are taken from this approach, from this initiative.
Okay, great. And so how did your project manage to reach so many farmers? What was the key to its success?
I think one of the most important keys of the success, if we can say, if we are allowed to say that we succeed, because we still think that it's a long way to go in order to do what we want to achieve, is that we work very, very closely with the growers associations, cooperatives, very closely with the government too. So I think that has been a key, really, part of the success of the project.
Great. And what's the next step?
We work in the developing countries, and we are aware that small-scale farmers, they play a key role in agriculture. There are approximately 570,000 millions of farms in the world. 72% of them are managed by small-scale farmers. According to the FAO, they produce 80% of the world's food, so they are the vast majority of the supply chain in agriculture. So of course that will be our focus. That's why we work for the CGIAR. We like to support these people. We need to democratize all the tools, because in this there are also initiatives doing this, from the private sector, but our farmers, or the farmers we work with, they cannot afford this. So this is how it's important to use the CGIAR channels, like the big data platform, to democratize these tools, to help these people.
Okay, great, thank you. So Julian, I'll give you the last word. Any final thoughts?
So at the end of the day, as you say, we came here to receive an award, but in reality, we came here to bring inspiration that we can do actions to help farmers adapt to climate change. And we hope that this inspiration makes other people think that it's possible. It's possible to adapt agriculture. It's possible to work with small-scale farmers, and it's possible to change the things, the way we do things right now.
Great. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me, and thank you for joining our live discussion at COP23 at the CGIAR booth.